I was taken to a motel and was made to sleep with all sorts of both men and women for as little as 300 to 500 naira. I also had to dress half naked to go and hawk in the early morning. I sometimes ended up getting raped by drunk bus conductors and drivers. My name is Shola Aderibigbe, and I'm 16 years old. When I was 12, I lost my father to an awful incident. On that fateful morning, he went to his cocoa farm, which he and his friend, Uncle Dele, owned. That is where he met his demise. We were not wealthy and barely ate 3 square meals in a day, but my parents were really hardworking. We buried my dad and had no other choice but to move on with life. Things got harder for us, and even feeding became difficult. My mother was just a petty trader, and catering for 4 children was a tough burden on her. So one day, Uncle Dele came home and called my mom privately, and they spoke at length. Then at night, my mother told me Uncle Dele came with an offer to take me to the city to work and to also go to school. As much as I knew I would miss my family so much, I could not refuse the offer, knowing that I am the first child, and so I was supposed to help with all the funding since Papa was no more. Getting to the city, Uncle Dele just handed me over to some lady. Be a good girl, he said, and left. I was confused. There were so many girls looking pale and unkempt, and it scared me. I wanted to just run out and tell Uncle Dele I was no longer interested. But they just slammed the door and sat me down with a slap. I was taken to a home where I had to clean and cook and trim the garden all day. I had no rest and only ate remnants, coupled with and endured a series of beatings. I summoned up the courage to run away one day, but I was caught and taken right back to the agency that bought me. From there, it felt like I had gone from the frying pan to the fire. I was taken to a motel and was made to sleep with all sorts of both men and women for as little as 300 to 500 naira. I also had to dress half naked to go and hawk in the early morning. I sometimes ended up getting raped by drunk bus conductors and drivers. This life, it lasted for about 1 year. I couldn't run. I didn't know anyone, and I was scared because they threatened to kill me if I was seen talking to anyone. An aunt of mine, she even saw me one day hawking, and she tried to talk to me, but I just couldn't talk back because of the fear of the people that I was working for. So I found a paper and wrote down a note. Please help me, I can't talk. She then wrote back, asking me to meet her that night in the same exact spot. So my aunt came back and helped me escape and reunited me with my family.